So welcome to the press conference after the final and sixth top 16 game between Ludwigsburg and Bonn. End score is 81-85, and I'm joined by Savion Flag and Ruben Moss, so two of the winners of the game and of the group. Congrats on this one. And as always, we start with the players. So with you, Savion, huge one tonight, I guess. What are your thoughts?
Very, very well coached team. We've seen these guys a couple times in BCL and Champions League. Very tough team. They're a very physical team. We knew that coming into it. Coaches had a great game plan. In first half, we didn't really stick to the game plan like we wanted to. Second half, we came out and we really stuck to the game plan, and that's how we came out victorious.
Thank you very much. Other questions for Savion? So no, in that case you're allowed to leave if you want to. Otherwise you can listen to your coach, how you prefer.
Stretch.
Yeah. Yes, this way. So coach, fourth game, fourth win.
Of course, very happy with this win. We know how difficult it is to win here. We did it now a couple of times, so it always gives a lot of pleasure. We came into this game with one goal to win this game. We never talked about that possible loss of 4 points. That was never our goal. We had a lot of problems in the first half defensively. Mainly in transition, defense was very, very bad, and foul management was very bad. And I think the moment we fixed that in the second half, the game turned our way. And I think it was clear. I think they had 16 fast break points at the half, and they finished with 17. So I think that was the key to the game.
Thank you. Same one. Also questions here? Yes. Philip.
When we look at the winners of the other groups, how important was it today for your team to get a group win and then maybe get a maybe easier team in the quarterfinal?
But it's always very dangerous to talk about easier opponents at this stage. I think all teams are very, very solid. Of course, we know when we were second, we had to go to Spain. Three very, very good teams. So now we have another route, but anyway, it will be a very big challenge for us to. I think the biggest thing for us is to have that home court advantage, and we will see what the draw says, but it will be a tough one anyway.
Okay. He's happy and you're happy as well. So thank you very much for the first part. We see each other at game day 34 of the BCL. Hopefully both of us will meet again wherever the BCL Final Four is. Good luck until then.
Thank you.
We will follow with the second part very soon. And we'll start with the second part, once again, with a player and a coach, in this case with Silas Melton and head coach Josh King. You know these two very well. And we start with Silas and your resume of tonight.
I think tonight was pretty, it was hard fought for both sides. Really just came out to who was making big plays in the fourth quarter. I think we made some mistakes that were pretty costly, and they capitalized. And, that's what they do well, so kudos to them.
Thank you. Other questions for Silas?
You had a pretty good game today, but in the last quarter you didn't get it going like in the 3 quarters before. How can you explain that?
I mean, there's not too much explaining for that. I think other guys got good looks. They take those good looks. We all trust each other. We all have faith in each other. So I'm not, really harping on the fourth quarter performance, because I think all of us are out there trying to make the best play.
I think that's it for you. So if you want to continue stretching, you're allowed to.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. And we'll continue with you, Josh.
Yeah, I mean, what Silas said isn't wrong. I'll elaborate a little bit more. Obviously didn't get off to a good start. Didn't play defense in the first quarter, giving up 31 points in that period of the game. It's not good. We fought from behind in the first half, cut it to 3, but our defensive performance in that half wasn't very good. Obviously, giving up 52 points in 20 minutes isn't what we want to do, and I believe it was like 40 points in the first 13 minutes. So I think you could say the first 13 minutes of the game was they scored half their points, and then I think from that point on, I really can't fault our players. I thought it was a hard-fought match. I just think in the fourth quarter we didn't make enough plays. They made some tough shots. Watson got going. Flag hit some 2 big threes out of the corner. Had a big offensive rebound. And there was a period there in the fourth quarter where I believe we turned the ball over 3 straight possessions, and that really, if you want to say like where did it go south, I think right there where we didn't get shots up. But with that being said, guys gave effort. We had a chance to win the game. It is disappointing because we not the outcome we wanted. Had we won the game by 3 points or 4 points, it still wouldn't be the outcome we really wanted, because we needed to win this game by 5. Nonetheless, I just told the guys in the locker room, we have to turn the page quickly. It's really important. We have a big game on Friday. We'll find out who we play in this competition tomorrow. And we're in the top 8. We have to go on the road and beat a really good team. But no matter who you play this time of the year in this competition, it's going to be a really good team. And I'm proud of our guys. I'm proud of where we're at. We're in a good position. And I think the last time Ludwigsburg went to the Final Four, they had to start on the road. So, let's see what happens. Let's see who we get tomorrow. And we got to get our guys rested, and we got a quick turnaround on Friday.
You only conceded 11 points in the third. What was your match plan, or what was your call in the halftime to the guys that you performed that well in the third quarter defensively?
Well, that's the frustrating part, Nicholas, because we know we're capable of doing this. Like I said a minute ago, I think I have to see it on film, but I want to say the first 13 minutes of the game, I remember looking up at the scoreboard with about 7 minutes to go in the second quarter, and they had 40 points. So we held them to 12 for the rest of the half to get it to 52. And then we played solid defense the rest of the game. The message was if we want to win the game, we have to guard them. I think we actually took a 5-point lead. We kind of had control of the second half. And then in the fourth quarter, like I said, we had costly turnovers, and they hit big shots. We have costly turnovers. It's not a good combination. And yeah, they made enough to win the game. So congratulations to them, and yeah.
Philip.
Now you will be traveling to South Spain or the Canaries in April. That sounds like a good trip. But how much would you have liked to avoid this trip and get another opponent in the next round?
Yeah, I mean, clearly, we wanted home court. We wanted home court, and yeah, I guess you would have avoided those teams. But the other teams are good teams as well. I think we will have nothing to lose going on the road. Yeah, but again, it'll be exciting to see who we draw tomorrow and the next challenge for our season with this team. And like Silas said, I think the team has confidence in each other. Thought offensively we looked pretty good tonight, made shots, except for that little period there in the fourth quarter. So yeah, let's see who we draw in the next round.
You just mentioned the period in the fourth quarter where you didn't quite get it going. The match was really high paced, especially in the beginning, a lot of back and forth. Was that taking a bit too much breath off the guys, and were they a bit gassed in the end? Was that a factor, or don't you think so?
I mean, they played. I mean, we played about the same amount of guys if you look at the minutes. Oh, I think we just, again, had some time. I don't think it was because of fatigue, in my opinion. I don't think so. We had some guys that were tired, but I'm sure they did too in the fourth quarter. But they put a different lineup out there. But it kind of worked. They went small with Frey and Watson. But again, that's not why we lost the game. You got to look at all four quarters. To me, you lose the game at the beginning. Lost the game at the beginning for the start we had. But our guys always battle. At the end of the day, as a coach, all you can really ask for is to be in a position in the fourth quarter to win the game. And you watched the game. I think we had a chance to win the game.
Before these 3, 4, 5 guys are calling tomorrow morning, can you give us a bit of outlook for Tübingen? Will help everybody.
Good. Tübingen, derby game. I just told our guys, some guys know this, some guys don't. I said we could ride our bikes to the game. It's still close. They're very well coached. They play differently than any other team in our league. It's a quick turnaround. They are coming off of a loss at Berlin on Sunday, so they've had a couple more days to prepare for us. And I think everybody knows how the derby games go. It's going to be a fun atmosphere. It's going to be exciting. It's at 6:30 on Friday, and yeah, we got to be ready to guard these guys. We got to be locked in. We got to be focused, and it's a good opportunity for our team to try to, if you want to say right or wrong, I don't want to say the losses are wrong, but try to get this feeling, get this bad feeling out of our system. We got a game in 48 hours. That's the good news. So quick turnaround. We'll meet twice tomorrow. We got to have a big prep day. Can't do a lot on the floor physically because of the game tonight. But we played these guys once. We're kind of familiar with them, and like I said, they play a lot of guys, and they play differently. Not so many ball screens. I think their best player or leading scorer, Jackson, has been out. Who knows if he will play? He had a monster game here where he hit 8 threes. So if he is playing, he's going to have to be a guy that we're going to have to really focus in on. But yeah, it's more about us too, though, than it is about them. We have to be ready to play for 4 quarters.
That was way more than I was asking for. Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Good.
And
All right.
thanks for being here. Have a nice one.
Thanks, guys. Good
See you.
night. Good night.